Hello, I'll be walking you through our system Retailify for today. So, ano nga ba yung Retailify? Retailify is a retail management system which has two integrated systems within it. Point of sale system, which is used for transactions, and inventory, which is used for inventory management and inventory tracking. So, yung Retailify, ginawa talaga namin for retail owners to help in their daily retail operations. So, yung i-showcase ko muna is yung three main objectives namin para hindi tayo maba. Yung first main objective namin is nakalagay dito sa products page. In the products page, nakalista yung list of products namin, which is, by the way, from a real retail store para ma-assure natin na gumagana talaga yung system namin if used in applicable real-world scenarios. So, cafe latte, straw fizz, Spanish latte, caramel latte, coffee mocha, lahat yan from a real retail store with all of its meta information. So, fun fact, ito lang yung binigay na data sa namin dito sa mga names, pero yung retail store na yun, wala talagang binigay na category or subcategory. Hindi rin kami nag-input niyan, kundi yung first objective namin, which is NER. Yung NER, which stands for Named Entity Recognition, parang hinahanap niya yung pinaka-related term for our given input, which is in this case, yung mga names. Kunwari, cafe latte. Binigay natin yung cafe latte. Tapos, maghahanap yung NER natin through, I don't know, how to explain it. It uses AI, artificial intelligence, through its large data set, and it finds beverage as its first category and its subcategory as coffee. So, para makita natin on how it works, let's give a demo. So, nandito sa automate categorization natin yung NER. So, maglagay tayo dito ng a product na wala pa yung system natin called a something like a chocolate donut. Yan. Let's try automating this. Nakita mo, hindi ako nag-type, pinindot ko rin automate categorization, and binalik niya is food and pastry. So, that's basically what NER does. It finds the related terms sa binigay nating input, which is chocolate donut. Mag-isip pa tayo ng ibang mga words or ibang mga retail products na pwede nating ibenta. Something apparel related, shorts. So, it's thinking it will return clothing and bottoms. So, yun nga, yun yung iniisip niyang pinaka-related terms for shorts. So, it's not only applicable to food businesses, but also to a wide variety of businesses. So, magbigay pa tayo ng isa pa to prove its reliability. Headphone. Electronics and audio-visual equipment. So yeah, ayun yung binalik niyang categories and subcategories. So it proves na it's applicable to a wide variety of retail stores na hindi lang sa food businesses nakatukoy. So next objective that we have is nakalagay dito sa customers. Segment customers. So segmenting customers is based on K-means clustering. So, para hindi na masyado complicated, yung K-means clustering, parang sinesegment niya yung mga customers based on their given meta information. So, saan nanggaling yung meta information namin? Nanggaling to sa real retail store nga na ginamit namin, pero sa mga members nila. So, based on their, katulad ng age nila, katulad ng place nila, kung saan sila nakatira, kung ano yung binili nila nung araw na yon, sinesegment sila, and nagbibigay ng mga segments yung system natin to give information on ano yung kung ano yung dapat nating i-cater to. Kumbaga, maglagay tayo ng 3 customer segments dito. And yun na nga, K-means clustering, sinasabi niya, kailangan natin i-cater yung segment 2 based on their given characteristics and their given features na meron tayo na binigay sa meta information ng mga members natin. So, final is yung analytics. Nakalagay dito yung predicting the demands of a product using the Surima model. So, ano yung ginagawa nito? Ginagawa nito is it predicts the next X amount of days. So, ito yun. So, kunwari, we're living in July nga ngayon. So, in the next 30 days, so in August, 30 days from now, i-predict niya kung kailan bibili mga customers based on historical data. So, saan nanggaling historical data namin? It's based on, yun na nga, the retail store. And based doon, sasabihin ng retail store sa mga nabili based on the days on that it sold that specific product, magbibigay siya ng timeline kung kailan mabili yung product na yon and kung kailan mabenta yon. So, lagay tayo dito ng hot chocolate. For example, in the next 30 days, makita natin na ayun na nga. Ito yung historical data natin based on the line here, and the dotted line shows the prediction of the next 30 days kung ilan yung bebenta rito. So in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to hanggang Saturday, isa lang yung mabebentang hot chocolate, pero in March 3 mabebenta dalawa. So that's basically what forecasting demand does. It forecasts the future or tries to predict the future kung ilan yung bibili na customers for that specific product for the day. So yeah, that's the three main objectives na meron yung system namin. First is yung NER, second is yung customer segmentation, and third is yung demand forecasting. So, thank you for listening, and please try supporting our system, Retail